It's super exciting, and what Elon's doing is obviously amazing. But I want to put in maybe a little warning. So he's put the logo for Twitter as Doge. Do you think that he's going to keep it as Doge forever? Whenever it does get removed as the logo, I think that's going to be pretty bearish. I think reasonably people are going to react to that.
Elon Musk has just removed the Dogecoin logo from Twitter. He had it up about 3 days. It's now gone. And as we're watching now the Dogecoin price in freefall, I turn it over to technical analyst Tom Crown to now give us both the bullish and bearish next price targets, as well as the second half, we just look at XRP.
Oh, absolutely, man. I spend all my time watching the charts, and everyone right now is looking at Doge and XRP, realistically.
So what are your thoughts? We should start. Here's the thing. I want next price targets based on the T, maybe look towards the end of the year. Would you rather start with XRP or Dogecoin?
I like Dogecoin, and I owe Dogecoin more for the gains I've gotten. So let's start with Doge.
Let's do it.
So here we have Doge. I have this on what's called a quarterly candle. So each one of these represents 3 months. So this is a long period of time. And the Doge chart on the quarterly is pretty spicy. What we saw in 2021, starting in July, was basically a year and a quarter fall. And in October of 22, we saw a little bit of rally, a little bit of excitement. But what's drawing everyone right now to Doge has got to be Elon Musk. And the Elon factor is back at play. He's finally tweeting about it again. He's changed Twitter's logo. Who knows how long that'll last, but at the moment, you load up twitter.com, there's a Doge there, and everyone's paying attention to Doge again. So I think it makes sense to look at these charts again. I haven't paid too much attention to them last year, but now I'm back, I'm locked in. And so from a very zoomed out point of view, I think our first kind of logical upside target, if Doge keeps moving, is going to be looking back to about October of 22, where we saw what you might call a fake rally or a bearish rally up to about 16 cents. That's the level for me that once Doge gets there, I'm going to get really bullish on it again. At the moment, I am liking what Elon's doing, but I'm not quite on the same page, maybe in energy as other people on the bullish side yet.
16 cents, that's when you're going to get back in. Isn't that the time to sell, since that's some resistance at the moment?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In our previous interview that's out, you guys should go check that one out.
On Bitcoin, talked about kind of awesome perspective on Bitcoin, dude. You brought it.
Thank you. We talked about kind of what's the price that gets you excited? What's the price that average Joe goes, man, I'm waiting too long. I'm missing out. And I do have trouble describing that one for Doge. I don't have a very specific target like I did with Bitcoin, but that's a good question pretty much to always ask when you're looking at markets. Where are people going to get excited? In October or November of 22, we did see it move up to like 16 cents. So you're right at 16 cents. And no, I'm not bullish. And in fact, I might look to take some profits on Doge at 16. But if we can see a sustained move above 16 cents, 25 cents comes into the picture very quickly. You spent a lot of time there consolidating, distributing supply before falling down lower and finally finding support around 5 or 6 cents. Doge has put in some higher lows, and it seems to be pretty excited off of Elon paying attention to it again. And I'm not going to put anything out of that guy's hands.
So Doge potentially at 16, if it's able to surpass, if Elon keeps talking about it, next target would be 25. Final thoughts for Doge in general from a TA point of view before we get to XRP.
I'm going to give you a rare outside of TA point of view here. It's super exciting, and what Elon's doing is obviously amazing. But I want to put in maybe a little warning thought to you guys. So he's put the logo for Twitter as Doge. Do you think that he's going to keep it as Doge forever? I'm being realistic here. I don't think so. Whenever it does get removed as the logo, I think that's going to be pretty bearish. I think reasonably people are going to react to that. So my thoughts for Doge people out there looking to get in a trade or looking to invest is don't be surprised if it gets very volatile when Elon eventually does reverse the logo.
Sobering, yet awesome perspective. But let's talk about XRP, because they're doing so much more than Doge. Now, that was a little fake hype, even though the XRP army would tell you
They'll love it.
They'll love it. But I want to be very realistic. Doge is a meme coin. XRP is doing real things. Unfortunately, they're in an SEC lawsuit right now. but what are your thoughts?
It's been a long lawsuit, man. I've been a large skeptic of XRP for years. But at the end of the day, I'm about the charts, and XRP did do something that I, as a chartist, have to acknowledge. And it's kind of what we just looked at with Doge. XRP has spent, let's say, about a year from 33 to 50-ish cents. It's just been ranging there. I think this is pretty reasonably accumulation of supply. And I have been asked about XRP over the last few months, and I just haven't been interested. It's like, hey, man, nothing's really happened. I know you're excited. You think the case is going to end soon. I get it. But from a chart, you know, if we take off the last few weeks here, it's really just hung out in this range. As of last week, it proved me wrong, or it at least made me honest, or have to be honest about my call. Is I said, as long as it's under like 50 cents, I'm just not interested. It did what I didn't think it would do. It moved above 55 cents. It broke past September's high of last year, and it's managed to close a pretty strong candle last week. What I see right now is it's trading at 50 cents. This is a very psychological level. Anything basically that ends in 0 or is like 100, 10, 1, these are all numbers that we really easily conceive as humans, right? We understand them as quantities. And in trading, we find that those levels become significant, I think, because of that. XRP is chilling at 50 cents. It's hit a new high versus its recent highs last year. If it can break past last week's high, I don't see much sitting in the way for XRP until like maybe 85 cents or $1. And that's a pretty big upside.
Damn. So 50 cents to 85, $1, that would be a 100x if the bulls are right.
It would be a 2x.
I'm sorry,
100%.
A 100%. Good thing I have here, man. Keeping me straight.
I get you.
It seems like the market is pricing in, hey, we think this lawsuit's going to be done and the XRP bulls are going to win. In some sense, maybe that just means a slap on the wrist. Do you put any weight into that, or is it just a trade for you? Is it just a chart?
I really try to keep it just the chart, but I have many times in the past been a believer, and I still am, that the charts in some way know the future. Not literally, but they tend to price in events that are unforeseen coming up. And if we're going to take this chart and say, how will the XRP, how will the XRP case settle? The chart is looking very strongly on it. It was struggling to make new highs. It has kind of surprise moved in the last 2 weeks. If we're going by the chart, I think the chart's leaning towards some kind of favorable outcome. I'm not even going to pretend to guess at what that is, but something that isn't the worst case scenario.
Tom Crown, links to your stuff are down below. We will be waiting. We will be watching, following XRP Doge, of course, on your channel, although that's mainly Bitcoin. Final thoughts on XRP or altcoins for the Altcoin Daily Army?
Well, hey, we do all the alts on my channel. I just love Bitcoin myself, but I try to cater to everybody. Final thoughts, man. It's great to be on. I love being on with you guys. I miss you guys. I hope to see you soon in person. We've made it through the worst. A lot of people believe that the bear market isn't over. I believe it is, but I've been wrong before. We've made it through the worst. No matter who's right in this scenario, it will not be more painful than last year. I'm very confident of that. So give yourself a little bit of credit. Go touch some grass. You did it, Anon.